Rob. It took to the final day of the season for you to be officially confirmed as relegated. What are your overriding emotions right now?
Yeah, look, we knew it last week, didn't we? So I've had a week to sort of adjust and get my head around it. It's still not nice to think about, but it's just the reality. We have come up short. We've given our all, and there's reasons for it. In the end, we were just a little bit too thin. We were, and we have done even today. I think today encapsulates the season really well for us. We lost a midfielder and a defender last week. Within the first 10 minutes, we lost an important defender today, so we're reshuffling straight away. Went 1-0 down to the first mistake we had after we missed a few good chances. Equalised, concede straight away, and we've done that a few times this year. Concede from a set piece, which I was a little bit disappointed about, that we should have been a free kick for us before that in the build-up, but forget that now. We got to defend the set piece and get back again 3-2. Show loads of character, some good quality, and then concede on a counter-attack from our attack and throw it in the final third. And it just sort of today summed all of that stuff has happened all season long. Loads of good stuff, loads of good play, goals, but ultimately a little bit too fragile. But in the end, I've just seen Locks out there again. It started almost with a horrific night with him, and thank goodness he's here now, and that's the main thing. But we missed him. And then we missed a number of players as well. And it's just, in the end, the job became almost impossible. But I'm so proud of everyone, the whole football club, everyone connected to it. We've given our all. And so to get a long-winded answer, very, very proud, disappointed, but hungry to get back here.
You've talked about the ambitions of this club, but on a personal note for you, how important is it that you are back as a Premier League manager as quickly as possible?
I hope so. I mean, I've loved this season. I love everything about the league. It's an amazing challenge. And I think we've coped with it very well in the main. The one bit that's been difficult is to find the results, but I think we've grown and evolved and changed. This team looks so different from the beginning of the season, even never mind from 18 months ago. I love a lot of what we're trying to do, and I thought we showed loads of good quality today at times, but still areas to work on, of course. But of course, everyone wants to be at this is the pinnacle. And I'd love to be working here again. And this whole club is set up now in a much better state than when I came here in the Championship to attack the league.
And do you feel you've developed into somebody who now belongs in the Premier League as a manager?
I feel that, me along with the staff and everyone, I think, have shown that we can do it. There's no doubt about that. And with a lot of our players as well. When I know as the manager, the spokesman, and have to come up and speak, but it's everyone. It's a team effort, and I think loads of people have showed loads of good qualities this year. And I don't want to take all the. Ultimately, we haven't done enough. It's hard. It's on me if we lose, and it's on everyone else if we win. That's how I'd like to try and say it. But I think we've all shown. We've all shown a good side to ourselves this year, and we want to be back here.
Well, there were critics at the start of the season saying that you were going to be down at Christmas and taking it to the final day. How proud are you of the collective effort of everyone at the club? Yeah,
this league is tough. It's really hard, and and I get the reasons why. And I've said this to you, I've said it to everyone before. I understand why we would have been the favourites to go back down, and ultimately people were right, but. I think, I know we've gained a lot of respect from a lot of people, and I know I would want more points, of course, but I think we made a few friends along the way. I think people have appreciated what we've tried to do, how we've gone about things. We've tried to win every game. We've tried to attack every game, and I think in particular since from the Arsenal game here that night, I think that has been us. That's how I want my team to be able to play, and. We've scored goals, been good to watch, been involved in loads of good games, but there was some fragility there, and in the end we've maxed out, we've pushed people, we've broken people, and you could even see it today. In the end, we gave so much, but probably just tailed off towards the end. And that's kind of how the season's gone in the end. When you've got 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 players missing, it just became too much. So people were right in the end, and that hurts me, it frustrates me, but hopefully we've earned a little bit of respect, and the people that probably wrote those things, maybe there was a little bit of a lack of respect at the beginning, might now think, do you know what, like, fair play to them.
How important is it for you to keep hold of some of your better players?
Of course it is. That's like every team in it. That whether we'd have stayed up or what's happened, we want to try and keep the majority of the group together. We want to be in a strong position to attack the league, and I'm pretty sure we will be. We're not. The one thing with us, we're under we've got no financial worries at all. We haven't got to sell anybody, but it's inevitable there will be a little bit of change, and I think that just happens. But it's got to be right for us first of all, and of course there's a human side to it as well. There'll be a few lads there that have shown now they can compete and play and do it in the Premier League. So there'll be a little bit of change, but it'll be right for us. We're in a really strong position now.
Rob, the crowd was singing for Ross Barkley, wanting to stay. What's the procedure now? He'll have a holiday, obviously. Will you sit down and chat with him?
I've already done that. We've already had a chat. I've got around everybody. I want them to. I don't want to see him now for a few weeks. So I got through a lot of chats this week and spoken to him, and it was great. The fans showed their love and appreciation for Ross, and a lot of the lads, didn't they, out there, which was nice to see. He's adored by everyone here. He's had a brilliant season, and we will see what happens. But he's contracted to the club, and I'm expecting to see him day one of pre-season. But probably he's one of the ones that we were talking about before, and we know he's got the quality, and there may well be interest, but we'll have to see. I think he's loved his time as well here, and he's really appreciated what we've been able to give him as well. So I think that's worked both ways.
And you mentioned Tom Lockyer. What happens now? Could he give the coaching staff? Can he play again?
He's still under in that process, the rehab now. So he's got a little bit of family time. He's going to get a holiday as well. But then he's going back. I think he's ticked around. There's like 5 or 6 boxes, and these can take a long period of time. He's got to be able to tick all of these things to be able to return probably to play. And I think he's done the first couple at the moment. He's progressing nicely with his rehab. So I don't really want to say either way. But he's always going to have a place here at Luton Town. There's no doubt about that. But as for the playing bit, it's not for me to say at the moment.
So I've got no financial worries at the club. You're in a position now you can probably spend a bit of cash in the summer and have a little go at kind of going straight. Well,
potentially, it depends on what happens with Outgoings as well. If you could tell me now, Rob, you've got the squad that you've got here right now, next season, at the beginning of next season, I think we'd all take that, and we'd have a pretty good chance of being up there. So we'll have to see on the Outgoings as well. There won't be many, but I think we're in a position where we can. And but again, we're not going to change. Like, just because we've had 1 year in the Premier League now, we're not going to all of a sudden start like being the big spenders in the Championship. That won't happen. It just won't. But there'll be a little bit there if it's the right player and we think that they can improve us. And that's that gives me some real confidence that we can be in a good place come August. But yeah, probably waiting to see, we'll have to see what happens with some of the Outgoings as well.
Rob, on a positive note, the experience that you as a coach, manager, and your players gained this season in the Premier League, playing against top teams like Man City, Man United, etc., is quite valuable, isn't it? I mean, that's something that you can take into next season, the season after, etc., because it's huge experience.
Yeah, of course it is. You can only get better going up against the best. And like I said, I think we've earned a lot of people's respect, and some of the managers and some of the conversations that I've had this year have been incredible. So I've learned a lot from them going up against their teams. And I like the way we've gone about things, and it's great now because first day of pre-season, the lads will know exactly how we're going to be, what we're going to be about, how we're going to try and attack the league. So yeah, there's no doubt that we're all better and better equipped for the season ahead.
Because obviously this one you said 10 guards, but how good is it to see Joe come on now and look at his confidence?
Yeah, there's little bits that you'll learn from as well, and but that's always the case. But I thought, yeah, Joe did great, and the plan was today to get him on anyway, a little bit earlier today than we expected. But we've got high hopes for him. When especially as a young player, Joe doesn't get fazed by too much anyway. He doesn't get flustered. But when you have to go on really quickly like that because of an injury, sometimes you can be not ready or not prepared. But he took it in his stride, and I thought he came on to have a really strong game.
Dan was always managed to get James Shea as well, so that was a lovely moment.
Yeah, it was. He means a lot to the club, to the supporters. You saw the reception that he got. So that was always the plan today. The goalkeepers union had a little bit of a chat, I think, as well, and everyone was on board with it. And I think that sort of sums up what we're about. Thomas Kaminski could have played every minute of every game this year, but he's willing to sacrifice those minutes as well for his mate and someone who means a lot to this football club. He made a great save, didn't he, Shea, as well? He kept a clean sheet in the Premier League. He's got that now.
How's it been to for him? It must be tough. He wants to find his number 3 this season, but he must still want to play.
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, he's so important to all of us. And you need, in the end, a goalkeeper one is a really difficult one because there's only one position. So it's a really unique, that bond that they make and they create, it's really unique. And they've been a really good working group this year, back each other, push each other. And Shea's been a big part of that.
Is that a farewell for him? Was he going to be staying?
No, it's something that's ongoing. We've had some good discussions with him. And he knows what I think. I don't want to say too much at the moment, but I'm hopeful.
Brooke, have you had it difficult this season with Everton and Forest and all the confusion and history over points deduction? I know it's out of your hands, but has that impacted you?
No, I can't make any excuse. Like, the only stuff that has impacted us has been the injuries ultimately. You know, at the back end of January, I really like the look of us. You know, we look really strong. We look strong, and I have full belief that we could do it. And all of a sudden, then we just lost too many people, and we were threadbare. We were, and the lads gave us everything. But I could turn around to 2 goalkeepers and 5 teenagers, and it was difficult. We just pushed, and the lads pushed so hard that in the end it was too much. The point stuff was can't blame that at all. If anything, it gave us a help, didn't it? You know, ultimately it did. So no.
All good.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Thank you to Rob
Cheers.
for the season.
Oh, thanks, Stu. Very kind. Cheers, mate.